So there are three reasons why Tapstitch always stood out to me. Number one is going to be the cost. So Tapstitch is vertically integrated, meaning that they own most of their production process, from the cutting and sewing to the printing to the embroidery to the fulfillment and shipment. They own all that, and what that means from you is that there's no middleman, so that your costs are cheaper, both in terms of the blank and then also in terms of the printing production. And that's really important for a streetwear startup, because capital for a lot of startups are going to be limited. So having more affordable costs in terms of the blank and production is going to let you get a product out that's not going to break your customer's bank, and it's going to keep a good profit margin for you. And currently, there are very few other print-on-demand services that can compete with the affordability of Tapstitch without losing the overall quality of the finished product, both in terms of the blank and the print. So reason number two, which is actually going to be the bigger of the two reasons for me personally, and I think for a lot of streetwear startup owners, is the catalog that Tapstitch offers. So Tapstitch catalog is really unmatched right now in this space of print on demand, and it's unmatched in terms of their volume and then their variety. So they offer the streetwear staple classic silhouettes, so that's going to be heavyweight, boxy, vintage wash. They offer plenty of those, but they also offer unique garments in terms of fabric construction, so waffle knit, studs, distressed fabric, oversized sleeves, special collars, contrast stitching. This is stuff you can't find elsewhere. And at the end of the day, no matter how good your design is, the blank is the most important part of your clothing line, of your startup. So the last reason that Tapstitch stands out to me is going to be that they are a DTG service. So DTG is direct-to-garment, and I'm going to quickly break down why this is important for you and the other options that other print-on-demand services may offer. So there are three main options for decoration in terms of cotton garments. There's other options for other fabric compositions, but we're just focusing on cotton because cotton t-shirts are the most widely available and the most widely used for streetwear. So number one is going to be screen printing. Now screen printing is hands down the best quality, and it is truly the staple of garment decoration and streetwear decoration. There's no doubt about that. Its details, its colors, its durability, it's just all unmatched. Its application process, how it binds to the fibers of the fabric, it's unmatched, but it's really expensive in terms of small scale, so small production, 10 to 15 shirts, even 25 shirts. It's expensive, and on top of that, it's very time consuming. So I would only recommend this option if you truly love the craft of screen printing. It is an art. I've done it before myself. It's a beautiful thing, but it's also frustrating. So I'd only recommend it if you love that craft and that process. I would also recommend it if you have enough volume to make it make sense. Meaning if you have enough volume, say 100 shirts, where the cost of screen printing is actually going to go down and make sense and be competitive in terms of price with the other options that are to come, like DTG and DTF. So the next option number two, is going to be DTF, and DTF stands for direct to film. This is basically a heat transfer. So what you're doing is the print on demand provider is going to print your design onto a heat transfer, and they're going to take that heat transfer, apply the heat to the transfer on the shirt, and it's going to melt the transfer to the fabric, keeping it there. So this is a cost-effective way to do garment decoration. It's fairly affordable. Its colors stand up well. They're very bright, vibrant, and its detail holds up well. And durability is usually pretty good with something like DTF. It's not as good necessarily as screen printing, but it's still good. And it can also depend on the type of DTF quality heat transfer that's used. But there are trade-offs with using this process, and those mainly come in the form of that you're adding weight to your fabric. You're putting the decal onto the fabric, and what that means is that you feel a greater weight when you wear that shirt, and it also affects the breathability. The shirt's not going to be as breathable anymore, and it's going to affect the drape, so how the shirt falls off the person wearing it. And people can be subjective about this. It's something that I personally don't like, but some people are fine with this trade-off and prefer the DTF for its color vibrancy and durability. Okay, so the third and final garment decoration technique is going to be DTG. That is direct to garment, and this is what Tapstitch uses. Direct to garment basically means that they're taking a specialized printer and ink and printing the design directly onto your shirt, okay? So with this, you're gonna get good detail and color without the added weight of DTF, although the color vibrancy isn't gonna be as strong as DTF or screen printing. DTG is still a very cost-effective way, right in line with DTF, of garment decoration. Lastly, for DTG, durability can vary depending on how well the production process is put into place. Overall, the durability is not going to be as good as DTF or screen printing, but it comes with its trade-offs, and it's the method I prefer because, like I said, you still get great color vibrancy and great detail, but you don't have that added weight of DTF, and it's still very cost-effective, and you don't need to be doing large scale to put this into production. So just 1 shirt, 2 shirts, 3 shirts, 15 shirts, it works great for that. Now, one thing worth noting with Tapstitch is that they say that they use Brother and Kornit printers. So Kornit printers are going to be the top of the line printing option for DTG. They're truly unmatched in the industry. They cost around $200,000, and a company like Printful, that print-on-demand services, uses Kornit for their entire operations. Now Tapstitch says they use both. I've only actually seen Tapstitch use the Brother printers. Now Brother printers still offer good quality, but are a little worse, and they're between the range of $75,000 to $20,000 per printer. So like I said, the Brother printers are confirmed for Tapstitch from what I've seen in terms of their website and the social media content, but the Kornit printers I cannot confirm if they use that or not. This isn't a deal breaker, it's just something worth knowing and considering. Now to the actual unboxing, or unbagging I should say, for this. So I made this design for my clothing brand Enon, and I did it specifically to include high detailed and a wide range of color to test the quality that the printer can actually deliver. And here's a reference image of my actual design so you have an idea of the colors and the details used, and we're about to get into this right now. So here we go, about to get this unbagged. I also do want to mention quickly that they don't offer custom packaging in terms of the bags, but they do offer custom labels and hang tags and custom card inserts. I didn't get any of that. I should have probably got one of those, but that's alright. But let's move on to this actual unpacking right here. I won't lie, I'm fairly excited to get this going. So, combustible bag, that's not the truth. Check out ecotossbags.com for the truth on that. Now this shirt, so you can see the collar is a different color. The stitching's the same color as the collar, so it's contrasting. This white and then light gray. This is what I'm talking about with the unique garments that you can get from Tapstitch. Like there's maybe one other print-on-demand service that will offer this, but it's something truly special. So, and they got side seam construction going on here. So side seam construction with the contrast stitch, and it looks like they use a serger for that. So this is going to be a stronger stitch than if they were just using a normal sewing machine. And they got top stitching on the sleeve. They got this crisscross stitch here on the neck right there for extra reinforcement. So that's pretty rad. I mean, overall, this shirt looks great, and I mean, the print quality looks good too from off the bat. Like the colors look good. The detail looks good. The blacks look good. The colors are vibrant. You know, they're not muted or anything. The black's pretty intense. It's pretty dark. It's not like a blue pigment. And the detail is very clear and visible. It looks good. Man. So, I mean, overall, I'm pretty happy with this as it is currently. Like, if I stretch this material, let's see. If I stretch it, this cotton doesn't have a bunch of stretch to it, but if I stretch it, it seems like the ink's laid down well in there, where it's not just all the fabric being stretched out and the ink only in a little part of it. You know, it covers most of it when it's stretched, so that means the application process was pretty good on this. You can see here on the ankle, it's like the printer didn't hit it very well. You can see through it. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It could just be that that part of the image was transparent. I'm not sure because it looks like on the feather too. I mean, it looks pretty good in print alignment. It looks great in terms of where it's supposed to be placed. I mean, I'm not expecting something perfect, but it's like definitely beyond the visual eye in terms of where it's supposed to be placed, meaning that like I can't just looking at it see anything wrong with where it's supposed to be placed. No, it looks good. Distressing on the hem looks great. Heavyweight, like little size for the medium. This is pretty dang good, honestly. So there it is, like pretty stoked on it, honestly. I mean, yeah, I think it's good. Like, it feels like a heavyweight shirt. I'm not sure exactly what the GSM was on this one, but it was probably close to, you know, 6 ounces in that range. So, and it feels like that. Feels a little stiff, like a heavyweight shirt would. I'm sure once you wash it a little bit, it's gonna get broken in, feel a little softer. But I mean, the design looks pretty great. I have no complaints on that. Overall, the shirt, construction-wise, it's great. The contrast stitching is phenomenal. They must use something like a serger for the stitch type, which just is going to make an overall stronger garment. Side seam is great for actually quality construction. It's going to fit the silhouette more so than something like a tubular construction. Yeah, I mean, a little distressing effect on the edges, the neck, and the hem, and the sleeve. I mean, this thing looks great, dude. This thing is definitely certified. Certified. Yeah, it's good stuff. So overall, I think the Tapstitch is a great option for streetwear startups and probably one of the best in terms of the print-on-demand services that are currently out there. I mean, its catalog is really unmatched, and you pair that with its affordability. I mean, you have, and then the actual print quality that they're delivering. I mean, this looks great. You really have a great starting point for getting your designs on unique shirts, getting them shipped out to your customers in an affordable manner, and in a way where you don't have to have all the inventory. So I think it's a great option. If you found this video helpful and useful and you're really interested on trying to find the best print-on-demand service for you in the streetwear space, I actually have gone and created a site that's going to help with this. It's called blankdirectory.com, and I have ranked 11 of the top print-on-demand services focused on streetwear across 12 criteria each, including cost, quality, and catalog. Tapstitch is in there, so if you're interested in that, again, it's blankdirectory.com. You can access it via the link below. Alright, and before we get out of here, if you like this shirt and you want to win it, I'll be giving it away. All you gotta do is you gotta like this video, you gotta subscribe, and you gotta leave a comment, and I'll pick one of the winners in a month from now, and we'll send this shirt your way. We'll reach out and get your shipping address and send your shirt.